So I had many people say that they would love to know how to do this. So I thought I would do a quick tip because it is not difficult and it doesn't actually take that much time. So I'm just going to turn everything off here. So this is the base retouch. And then I added these cracks, and I knew that I wanted to add these kind of, beautiful flowers that end up looking like that Japanese cracked pottery. And what they do with that is they embellish the cracks with gold paint. But for this, I didn't want to paint over all of the cracks, so I just kind of did it a little bit around it. So if I zoom in, you can see here that what I did for adding in the gold paint was I did this layer, and this is on a normal blend mode, and I just painted all around the crack. But then after, I did a color dodge layer, okay? And if you guys remember from other tutorials, you double click your layer and you turn off transparency shapes layer, and that's going to give you the bright, shiny kind of highlights that without it, it just doesn't have the same effect. See, it looks really flat, and this kind of just adds that really pretty sparkle to it. But let's just, oh so quickly, show you how I did both. I'm not going to do a whole edit on this. I'm just going to show you the technique, and then you can go and figure it out yourself. So I used this for a crack, and I'm just going to make it small because it's too big. So I just adjusted it. And if you're wondering where I got this image from, I got it from Envato. So I use Envato all the time when it comes to looking for stock images now, because at least it's affordable compared to Adobe. Obviously, if you have a membership to Midjourney or something, you can probably make your own, but I gave up my subscription to any AI software quite a while ago now. Okay, so what I typically do is I'll just place it somewhere on the image, and I'll change my blend mode to multiply. So after you change it to multiply, you're going to more easily see where perhaps you want it to go. And it looks good here. Now, masking all of this out would be way too difficult. So all you have to do is double click on that layer, and we're going to use blend if. And because we want to get rid of the white and keep the black, this is the white, this is the black, you're just going to pull this over until it disappears, like something like that. Then you're going to hold your Alt or Option key down, and you're just going to split those so you get rid of all of the grain. Click OK. And then once you do that, then you can just use an eraser tool or use a mask and get rid of the cracks that you don't want. And then usually what I'll do is I'll right click and I will convert it to a smart object, and then I'll rasterize it. And then I can duplicate that one, maybe flip it, and then I can drag it down, change the size a little bit, maybe like this, right? So you can use that same crack a couple of different ways. You can even Command T, right click, choose warp, and then really start changing it so that it actually looks like a different crack, right? And that's how you do the cracks. Okay, so these are just screenshots from Pinterest. And like I said before, Pinterest is inundated with AI now. So it's not like you have to look too far to find AI images, and you can easily take them and use them any way you want because there's no copyright on any AI generated image. So now with these, it's virtually the same thing. So you just grab it, you're just going to pull it onto your subject, change your blend mode to multiply like this, and then you're just going to find a spot that you want it to be, right? So if you want it all over her arm, maybe you want that flower at the elbow and stuff like that, and then you're going to do the same thing. Double click, you're going to pull the whites over so that you just have the blue, and you're going to drag those two apart just a little bit. If you go too far, it disappears, right? So it really depends on how faded you want them to be. Maybe you want it to look more like a tattoo. I wanted the actual look of the pottery, so I'm keeping it something like that. All right, and then you're just gonna hold your Alter Option key, add a mask, and then oh so easily you'll just come in, probably with a hard brush, because soft ones it'll spray over. But yeah, I just come in and I avoid the jewelry, so I didn't actually go over the jewelry. And then this way you can just place them wherever you want them to be. And that's how you do this, guys. Super quick and easy, right? And then if I wanted to, I would grab this one. This is another one I grabbed from Pinterest. Same thing. You know, maybe you want these flowers on her neck. Something like that. Multiply blend mode. And then you can adjust it better. Like maybe there. Like that. Double click. Same thing. You're going to just get rid of the lightness. Right? And then you can just either use your eraser tool like this and just erase it off of the areas that you don't want it, or use a mask. Okay, now I think that's about it, because I've showed you everything else that I did, and that's all there is to it. So super quick and easy. I'd love to see whatever you decide to try and make with this kind of creative look.